Alright, so we're going to take you guys behind the scenes of the 2024 Christmas display. So starting off, we have some candy canes on the right side of this driveway. We come up and we have snowflakes and a matrix. I didn't use matrix mesh on this. I've had this a couple of years. This is actually like the fencing that you buy at Lowe's. It's been a decent little matrix for what I needed it for. And over in the yard here, I just have some candy canes right here. Candy canes, and then moving over to the front of the display, my arches. These are just in the ground using rebar. The same applies over here on the arch here. Some more candy canes. And then we have the Mega Tree. This is 800 pixels. It's 16 strands of 50. Got a star. I did make this little makeshift matrix for like kind of a Toontoon sign. 200 pixels. I just whipped that up in the last minute. Literally middle of November, maybe beginning of November, decided to do a display. Of course, I have a couple mini trees. It's a relatively small display. Of course, I think most of the stuff is all from Boscoyo. Window outline, just kind of drilled the pixels and used PVC pipe. So I don't run a lot of controllers in my show. It's still relatively small, but I will take you over to my main controller, which is back here. It's a Falcon F16 V4. And that's what's in this box. That runs here. Basically, my Ethernet runs this way along, and then kind of runs up this back side of these strips, kind of all the way through the gutter, right there, and then back to the garage. From this controller, I'm also running a smart receiver. This one actually I don't believe is set to smart receiver mode, just regular receiver. I do need to replace this particular smart receiver. Port number 4 doesn't seem to be working right, so that will get replaced. I might even put another one in there. I also have a power distribution, all Falcon. It's the only prop that I do power inject. I power inject every 200 pixels. But the rest of the show I have 0 power injection. Me personally, I try to keep 200 per port, but as the show grows, that will have to change. So from here, I'm gonna take you to where the magic happens. Oh yeah. Right here is my FM transmitter, my 12-volt power supply, my Raspberry Pi running FPP, my show router, and another smart receiver, and running cable running here to another smart receiver. That's very basic. This little Falcon smart receiver. Everything I use is Falcon. I love Falcon equipment. Works good. Never had an issue with it. My wife makes these snowmen out of the expanding foam. She sprays it over a balloon, then lets it dry, then does it all together and makes a nice little snowman. Alright, so let's take you out to one of the new additions. A press for music sign. So it's not in operation right now, but basically got a couple of speakers. I made the sign, I designed the sign and ordered it. And we open this cap up right here. We have some electronics, and we have this relay. I don't know if y'all can see that very well, but anyways, there's a relay. I might be able to do a video once the display's down that'll kind of show you that, if you're interested in that.
If they want to check out your wife's channel.
What is your channel?
Thrifting for You.
Thrifting for You on YouTube. Check that out.
And I did a short video on your sign.
Just look that up.
Check me
Give
out.
her a like and subscribe.
Thank you.
I was trying to figure out a way to secure this because it gets really floppy. If people come over here and push the button, the sign is kind of floppy. And now what I came up with is using these conduit hangers, going to 1/2 inch EMT conduit, and basically I thought that was going to be enough. So inside of there is rebar. So the rebar, it was still floppy and I didn't like it. So then what I did is I took these other type of rebar, I kind of just poked those in the ground, I don't know, probably 2 feet in the ground, and then just kind of zip tied it to the conduit, and it seems to be holding pretty good. It's about almost to the end of the display year. I ran my audio to the garage on this cable right here, right? And then I actually tapped off a power on this prop. So this prop actually ends here. I just wired in a pigtail and then just ran power right out to that. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy. One more thing that I added to this display is I designed this sign. It's just kind of explaining what we do. You know, the hours of operation, that people can watch the show. The QR code actually goes to Remote Falcon. You can choose a playlist or have kind of like a jukebox mode. You can pick the music and see what the next song is to be played. I will do a video on the Remote Falcon, how to set it up and how to get that going with your display. And that pretty much covers the display. If you have any questions, just let me know.